Dec, first off, taking the game in isolation, not with where we are and that, we dominated the ball. It just was a game where it just wouldn't happen for us.
Yeah, exactly that. I think we've played in the first half as well as we've done for ages. The change of formation, Saïd dropping in, linking the play, me and Lucas together, playing some nice passes. My shot, if that goes in, we're talking about a different game. If Dorse's header goes in, we're talking about a different game. And tonight, ultimately, both goals were decided from throw-ins. And at this level, it's very sloppy. And we know that as a team, especially where we are at the minute in the table. If anything, we need to be solid. If you ain't going to go and win a game, at least draw a game and get a point. But the goals were sloppy, and then you're always chasing, and it's always an uphill task when a team comes and then sits in.
Obviously, taking it out of isolation, it's kind of been the story of our season, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been frustrating. Frustrating in the sense that because I know the quality we've got, I know the players we've got, I see it day in, day out in training. It's just that at times this season it hasn't gone for us. Little decisions that haven't gone for us. Balls, like I said, my shot, and another time that maybe goes in the back of the net. Just the small margins, and of course the reality of it at the minute is that we're not doing well enough. We're letting ourselves down, letting the manager down, and we're also letting the fans down. There's no beating around the bush. We've signed the players in the summer. It's just up to us to be out there, pushing, driving, good mentality, giving everything for the badge, giving everything to the fans. And I'm out there trying as hard as possible to do that. I'm trying to give everything, trying to keep the lads going. And all the lads in there are trying to keep each other going as well because, like I said, we're down there, but it doesn't feel like that. I know that's the reality, but we don't want to think that. We want to still have a positive mind and still think that we can play and still get a result in this league. So look, there's not going to be any negativity from me, of course. Everyone has their opinions. I don't like where we are. I don't like the way we've played recently. It's unlike us to lose 5 Premier League games, but it's football, it's a learning experience, and it's about how we move on.
When things go against you, people sometimes they go back under their rock. Do you know what I mean? But we've got to try and play without fear, haven't we? If we play with fear, then that just doubles down.
Yeah, I think you see in the first half there was no fear in us. We're 2 down, but I'm trying to push. We're trying to push everyone on. Even in my head, I see the second goal go in, and I'm thinking we can still get something in from this game because I believe that in the first half. We created more chances. We looked more attacking team. We had a big threat. But it's just that them fine margins at the minute. It's them fine margins that are letting us down. And I don't think there wasn't a lack of effort tonight. I think everyone ran themselves into the ground. Everyone give everything. I've come off. I feel probably as tired as I have all season. We're really pushing it. We're pushing for everyone to get a result and trying to get that win. But at the moment, it's not going our way. So everyone needs to stick with us and. It will turn.
Don't think anyone can, question the work rate you put in and your performance tonight. I mean, how do we change the momentum? Because all we can do is change the future. We can't change what's happened before. We can't change the results we've got. So how do we make them fine margins in our direction?
It's a tough question because obviously football's decided by split second decisions. Whether you give a ball away or whether you score a goal, things happen so quick and you have to react really quickly. I think we're starting games better now. We're starting games more out the block. Even though we lost against Leicester before the World Cup, we played really well in that game. Again, same thing. Dominated the game at home, lost 2-0. Dominated tonight, lost 2-0. Tried to change to a back five tonight to go a bit more solid, and obviously 2 sloppy goals, like I said, which is really unlike us because that's what the gaffer's built us on: solidity, good mindset, fighting, never stopping. And I think there was a reaction tonight from Arsenal, 100% a reaction, but just not the 3 points that we really needed.
Last one. Obviously, we all know this day and age the negative voices are always louder than the positives. Yeah. But if you allow negativity to creep in, obviously, things only go one way. So there'll be a lot of people saying, "Oh, Dec, do it on a pitch, stop speaking." Obviously, you have to speak. Yeah. But what would you say to all the fans, negative and positive?
Yeah, I read a lot of stuff, and of course, fans are always going to voice their opinions. They pay their money to come watch. They see the signings we've made in the summer. They're now seeing us underachieve. So look, I fully agree with them because even myself, after the last 2 seasons we've had, this season was an exciting one to go into with the players we have. And at the moment, like I said, we're letting ourselves down and we're letting them down. So look, I understand, but from me and from the lads, you'll never see us, mentally check out. You never see us never not giving 100%. Of course, things on a football pitch are tough. Obviously, for a fan, they don't know what goes through a player's mind on the football pitch. Things happen really quick. You lose the ball, you have a negative thought. You know, so many things happen in a football game. But I'm really trying to stay positive. You know, really trying to push everyone on. You know, I'll give 100% for this badge, for the team, for the club. And listen, so do the lads. So, of course, negativity is always there. They just want to see us win. They want to see West Ham back where they should be, which is where we've been the last 2 years. And look, I know it's easy to say that's where we're going to be at the end of the season. We hope we're going to be, but a couple of wins, let's be real, changes that. Two wins, you're back up to above 10th. So it's not far away, but at the moment it's not going the way we exactly want it. But look, stick with us, stay positive, and look, from me as well, I think as captain, you know, I'll keep trying my best to push everyone and give everything for this team. So look, we're going to do everything we can to change it around, and obviously now we've got a big one against Leeds, and that's the beauty of football. You have a next game to react and to try and do something positive. So look, we'll try and do that.